I think this is really great because the kids have different things that they could do. They're really having a good time enjoying themselves.
My 20 years here, I'll tell you what, there's a lot of good stuff here. It has a lot of different opportunities.
Because that's what the world is. You have one dish, one spoon. We all eat out of the same place.
With New York State standards and the modules that they have, it's a great combination of Native American and colonialism, and they interchange, and the kids are having great experiences that they would never normally have. I love the combination of both because they were never separate. The Native American and colonialism, they were together, and that's what this demonstrates.
Tuscarora.
Tuscarora, awesome. So that's where I'm from.
Two favorite parts was lacrosse and the cannon. Started by the Iroquois. It's a traditional game.
The original game was much different than the game that we're familiar with today. There were no pads, no boundaries, no helmets. The ball was made out of wood. The sticks were wood. Do you think people got hurt?
Yeah.
Prenez le fusil. Comprenez. Où le fusil?
My favorite part was learning how to shoot a musket and stand like a soldier.
Eyes front, shoulders back, chest out. This is how you stand like a soldier.
This program, which involves kids from 4th and 7th grades, first of all, it ties into the curriculum that they're studying about colonial America. And what we're really out to do is to teach kids that history is fun. You can come here to this site, you can learn about the past, but do it in an enjoyable way. So our goal really is to encourage these kids to want to study history the rest of their lives. There's no better way of doing that than letting them engage in hands-on activities.
It was really cool to see how they had to defend themselves back then.
I think the cannonball that fired.
Our mission is really to preserve and protect and promote the natural, cultural, and historic resources of a lived-in landscape. To become a national heritage area, you have to be authorized by Congress, and your story has to be so important that it shaped the course of America. And here in Niagara Falls, we have a remarkable story that begins with the natural phenomenon of Niagara Falls itself to the story of the War of 1812, the early exploration of French explorers, the Tuscarora and Seneca story, the Underground Railroad, the story of power and industry with Nikola Tesla. We want our students here to be able to understand why this area is significant to the story of America. So I'm really happy to be able to sponsor Fridays at the Frontier, which is a program that is done in partnership with Old Fort Niagara, that's open up to every school district in Western New York can participate on a Friday and come to Old Fort Niagara, which is 4 centuries of history, to experience what it's like to be in a place that is in itself history. Students will walk into history, they'll learn blacksmithing, they'll learn about the foodways, they'll learn what it was like to be a soldier, they'll learn the value of trading and what soldiers did to be able to live here year-round, which is much different than today. We're very big believers that history begins in the backyard, and if we can connect our youth to the history here, that they will keep that in mind and maybe become stewards of that history themselves.
The kids will come in, once you get talking to them and you interact with them, and you bounce ideas off of them, then you see the eyes light up. We talk about the coats and we put it on them and they start laughing and giggling. They got it. And that's why I like doing it. I like seeing the light up, the eyes light up.
You all right in there? Are you warm? You want to get out of it? No.
The teachers are extremely appreciative. They're appreciative of the opportunity. You know, in this day and age, field trips are few and far between. This program has shown that there is a wide range of kids that come here and that from diverse backgrounds that might not otherwise have the opportunity to come. So we have students that come from rural, suburban, and urban environments that not necessarily would consider this as a place to come on the weekends with their families or even be able to have that opportunity And any Friday that we feature this program, you can come here and see kids from all types of backgrounds, and I think that that's what makes it so special.
I think school districts around here have a real gem right here in their backyard in the form of Old Fort Niagara. This fort dates back to 1726, and most of the buildings are original. A lot of communities don't have this resource. So the kids can come here and they can see original 18th century buildings. They can see authentic living history programs.
Any further funding that we're able to acquire for this program allows us to expand the program. We began the program with just sending the 4th graders from Niagara Falls School District to Old Fort Niagara. It's expanded to the 7th graders, and now we've expanded it to every Friday in October. Additional funding is going to allow us to be able to expand to September, to perhaps to May, and really open the opportunity for more students to connect here at Old Fort Niagara with this wonderful program.
In my opinion, it's just seeing all of this, and getting to know like what the resources they didn't have and how they used to replace it, how resourceful they were,